Welcome back to Mom Talk. For anybody that watches this on YouTube, we finally have a live video going.
Yeah, now you can know what we look like.
Yes. So welcome to our first ever recorded video session.
Yeah.
That's one of the things we've been working on for the past year. So it's been a whole year since we've been podcasting now.
It's weird.
It is weird. Like, our first episode didn't come out until August.
Yes, it came out on Henry's birthday.
Yes. We were so close around that time. I was like, yeah, it's definitely going to be on Henry's birthday.
Had to.
But before that, we were in Victoria's basement.
We were.
Y'all had it set up so cute.
A card table?
Yes. But also the whiteboard.
Oh, yeah. Jarrett did write on it or something.
With our name on it.
Yes.
Very official. That's when we recorded our first episode about 8,000 times.
Yeah. So I don't think, we've definitely never talked about that.
I don't think so.
We were in my basement and we were doing our birth stories for Emma and Mason.
Mm-hmm.
And we recorded them. I really think it was probably 12 times.
Because we tried on our phone one time to record it.
And it seemed promising.
We thought it was going well, but
it wasn't.
Not good. And then why did we have to record it so many more times?
We were really just learning. Like, we didn't know what format it needed to be in for editing software, and
that's right.
Yeah, we didn't know what we were doing with the microphone. We've upgraded our microphone since we started.
Victoria's really the brains of all that.
No.
Not even gonna lie. I'm just like, hey, do you want to do this podcast?
That is how it started if we want to take it all the way back.
Yeah. I knew I wanted to start a podcast. I was really working on what I wanted to do as a hobby. Neither one of us have a hobby.
No.
We just want to be moms.
And we did that.
Yep, we've accomplished it.
We're doing it.
But now we were looking for a hobby, and I'm like, well, what better than something where we can talk about our kids or other people's kids all the time?
I mean, yeah, it continues our hobby.
So I literally just asked Victoria one time, and she was like, yeah, I don't listen to any podcast, but yes, I am going to do it.
She did. We were at work.
Yeah.
And you were like, would you ever do a podcast with me?
There was no hesitation.
I was like, of course, as any friend should.
So we've been using Emma's laptop. Anybody that's recorded with us,
yes,
it looks like a teenager laptop, but it's done the job.
It has the cutest stickers.
Yes. Victoria got the microphones.
Amazon.
All the setting up that you do for the recording.
Yeah.
Like, you know all that.
I mean, you do too.
I do a
You've
little
been
bit
here.
now. I do a little bit now. And then she did all the editing for the first however many months, almost all of them.
Yeah, you started a couple months ago.
Yeah, then Victoria taught me how to do it. It's been a huge learning curve.
Yeah, I know we're smart.
We are smart.
But this has made me question it.
We are smart. And we even designed our own logo.
We did.
Victoria, you got on that too.
New one coming for the new season, if you will.
Yes. And so she did all that. We did our social media stuff.
We got that started like in June, I think.
Mm-hmm. We got all that going first.
Because I was like, we have to start our social media. That way we're like committed. Like,
Yeah.
we can't embarrass ourselves and start all this social media and then just never do it.
And I mean, all the like sites that you visit for what to do was like, just do it.
Yeah, jump in. And it said stay committed.
Yes.
It said give it minimum of 2 years.
Yep.
So it was a 2-year contract.
Yep. And we're on our 1 year and
Yeah.
still going strong.
I mean, I feel like it's gone great.
I know. And we're still adding stuff.
Yeah. Here we are with video.
Yeah. I think we had like 40 something episodes come out.
Mm-hmm.
And then we did a little summer break, which has been really nice.
Yeah.
But now we're going to have season 2. A lot of new moms that y'all haven't heard from yet.
And some people that we like met through social media.
Yes, we met people through social media. Some people reached out to us.
Asked if they could be on. They were great.
Which is, yeah, super cool. And then moms that we've had on have recommended people. So we'll get to them.
So I tried to die right when we were launching.
Oh, yeah.
So Henry's birthday
Is also
is
the same
6
month.
days before I went to the hospital August 14th.
That's right.
So our first episode came out, and then 4 days later, I'm in the hospital
Yeah.
trying not to die 5 days later.
Yeah, and so you were feeling bad
Yeah.
all through the preparation.
I felt horrible. I couldn't breathe. If you've listened to my pulmonary hypertension episodes at all, like, I thought I was losing my marbles the whole time we were recording the first episode 12 times and editing and figuring it all out. I really thought I was going crazy. And then our first episode came out, and then I'm in the hospital. But then it really worked out.
I thought, because Victoria's not going to be up to this. She's not going to want to do this anymore. Yeah. And then you were like, well, I'm actually home for 12 weeks, right?
Yeah, 12 weeks off work.
12 weeks off her day job.
Yeah.
As what they recommended. And I was like, oh, I'm not even going to bring up the podcast. Like, she needs to rest. And then you were like, no, this gives me something that I can work on and focus on.
Yeah, it was very, like, I could sit on my couch and do that. When I couldn't breathe, like, up doing stuff, like doing laundry, I couldn't breathe, had chest pain. I could work on the podcast and sit on the couch.
That's really how you got all the editing falling in your
lap.
It
is, because we had recorded so many episodes.
Yeah, we had a stockpile of like 5 to 6 before we ever posted.
Yeah. And so I had plenty of time to edit.
Yes.
And then even when I was off work, I think we started having guests on, didn't we?
I'm sure.
Like, we went to Amy's house while I was still off.
Yes.
We did a couple while I was recouping.
Yes.
Relearning. I don't know what you want to call that, but...
Yeah, so we did our first couple solos in the basement.
We did.
Then we did some at people's houses because we can travel.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got upgraded to the upstairs.
Yes, I kicked my kids out of their playroom.
Mm-hmm.
Because they didn't use it anyway because they bring everything downstairs or to wherever I'm at.
Yeah.
So they didn't need a playroom. And their playroom's in the basement now.
Perfect.
It really worked out.
And we got a new table.
We did.
Chairs.
Mm-hmm.
The whole shebang.
We have a little area.
And I think that area was really good for, like, the sound quality.
No, it was. Definitely, like, in my basement, you could tell there's no carpet, no soft. It's all very, like, harsh.
Yeah, echoey.
Yeah.
So we did an upgrade there.
And then telling our firstborn, I can't even talk, the firstborn birth stories was just a tragedy and took 12 times. But the second time, like for
the second
Remy,
kids. Yes,
and Henry, it was easy.
Smooth sailing.
Yeah. I think we still recorded it more than once.
I think we still did record theirs more than once.
I don't know how many we did just us before we were like, we can have a guest.
Yes, because we wanted to be really comfortable making sure we knew how to use the equipment, edit, be able to load it to listen before we had any guest on there because we didn't want to make them have to repeat the same thing we've done 100 times.
Yeah.
So now we feel pretty good about that.
Yeah. Most of the time.
Most of the time.
So most of our guests in the first season, are we calling this first season? Are we calling it season 1?
Yeah.
Like, are we officially doing season 2 right now?
Yes, this is season 2 official.
Okay, so all of season 1, the guests, I feel like they were, like, so great.
I thought, okay, we're going to have them on the show. That's so nice of anybody that would do that because I would be nervous.
I would too.
Like, I don't even know if I could do this for someone else.
We only had 1 or 2 people back out.
Right. Everybody else was totally on board. And
I would be nervous.
I've already said this before, but I just felt like I learned so much from each person. Like,
no, I know.
I would be a little nervous before just like prepping because I want to do the person justice.
Yeah.
But I've always felt like, wow, I got a class from this person. Like, I learned so much. Like, it was always really nice to sit down and talk to other moms. And
I feel like, too, like, we don't have hobbies. We're not out. We're not social. We're not, like, making friends.
Mm-hmm.
It was, like, nice to hang out with somebody for, like, an hour or 2.
Right. Get some mom time.
And some people, you know, we were acquaintances with, but it was, like, nice to get to, like, know them a little more.
Mm-hmm.
And some people we were good friends with and it was nice to catch up.
Yes, make that time.
So I think the socialization aspect of it was good, too.
Yes. That was really fun for me.
And, like, I have gone on, like, several, like, lunches and things with people since then. Have you?
Yes.
Like, are you dating our people?
We're being friends with people out in the wild.
I know. And I didn't do that before. And I think I kind of, like, fell into the mom slump of not and just momming and, like, work and kids and life.
Yeah.
And the podcast and hanging out with people after the podcast has really, like, pushed me back into not the mom funk.
You're really getting out there.
I'm out there. Breathing, too.
Yes.
That makes it better.
Yes, and you are feeling better.
I'm feeling better.
Okay, so this season, we're going to be having a sleep consultant on here.
Yes, she
she's one of the people that found us on social media.
Yeah.
Which that's really cool. Like, we've been adding people here and there, people that we like to follow and learn things from. And then one of the people on Victoria's first list, like originally, besides people we knew and our friends, were a sleep consultant.
Yeah.
Like,
I know we did a sleep training, like sleep episode towards the beginning of when it was just you and me.
Yes.
We talked about how I sleep trained and you can't do that because
No.
your kids can't cry.
for anything.
But, no, it was nice to have like a professional come on and talk about it.
Yeah, that was really fun having her on there. And then, like, seriously, I'm not just saying this. Every guest has been really fun.
I've had a good time.
But, like, looking back, like, seeing these moms also be, like, their own boss, running their own business.
Right. Like Kayla, Deandra.
Yes, Courtney.
Yes.
Like, all so good. And, like, Courtney made me want to get back in shape. And I've been doing that. So have you.
I feel like we should address the fireworks going on.
Can anybody hear the fireworks? Because we're recording in July.
It is July.
So if you hear those, sorry. But the people next door are having a good time.
We just can't ignore that.
Yeah. Yeah, so Courtney got me wanting to work out again. I know you had your own reasons, but I'm like, oh yeah, I'm out here getting my mile a day now.
No, yeah. She was definitely motivating.
Yes, I loved hearing her story. And
I liked hearing Kayla's story about how she left the whole corporate 9 to 5. It wasn't for her, and she made it work.
yes.
In a different avenue.
Right, and it was nothing negative with her other job. She just wanted
Right.
something else.
Yeah.
Yes, I loves to keeping up with all these people too online and what you're still doing.
Right. And if you haven't gone and followed some of our guests,
Yeah.
you should, because some of them are more active than others on there. Some of them are private, and you probably like can't just follow them because you want to.
Right.
But like Courtney and people like Kayla, they definitely, you should follow them. They're in stories all the time. They share some really good stuff.
Yes, they have a big following. They still motivate me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm trying to get out there like them.
I'm trying to think. I mean, like you said, we learned something from every guest. Like, obviously, we had Amy on twice. All-star.
Yes, you know we love Amy.
The MVP.
Okay, I have loved you getting to talk about your story.
Oh, my pulmonary hypertension.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I feel like other people out there can now connect with you. They
And
have found you.
Yeah, they have found me on social media. I have had, I don't know how many people reach out, like private message me, follow me, asking questions. I'm like, wow, I'm new to this. Like, if you...
But you want to help people.
No, I do want to help people. I'm glad they are reaching out. They can continue to reach out. Yes, I did not... hoped that somebody might reach out.
Mm-hmm.
I did not anticipate how many people reached out.
So even more, yeah, than you.
Yeah, it was a lot more than I expected. Questions about when an update's coming out, or how I'm doing, or is this going to be on the podcast again? Like, I've had a lot of people. Now, granted, I won't say all. I have had some, like, acquaintances that I'm friends with on social media, or who have heard the podcast, be like, hey, like, heard the podcast, are you okay? But, like, 98% of the people have the condition also.
That have reached out.
Yeah, it's a different community and, like, support.
Mm-hmm.
So I did not anticipate how many people would find me from
And were you
this.
happy with the support of the people you knew? Like, they may have never known that.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I mean, everybody's been nice. I don't feel like anybody's... I mean, what are they going to say?
Right. But that's a big thing to wrap around. So I bet they have, like, a lot of questions. I know I'm questioning you every day.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions, but I mean, that is part of the reason I did take the 12 weeks off work, was just so I could answer the questions. I could understand what was happening to me.
Mm-hmm.
I could understand the condition, the medications, what Google doesn't tell you is kind of what I wanted to have the answers for.
Right,
And
real
what Google
life
does
people.
tell you.
Yeah.
Google is not kind about this condition. It'll freak you out.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what a lot of people who have found me have said. Like, I Googled and like, oh my gosh, and blah, 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 and it's so scary, and like 1 to 3 years, what does this mean? And I'm like, no. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not an expert. Talk to your doctor, because every situation is different. My situation is different from yours. However, everyone in every support group I'm in for that agrees
Okay, good.
that Google's a liar.
Yeah, too scary.
Too scary, don't.
And you found some people at close proximity to you,
I
too.
did, yeah. There's some in the state of Tennessee, which is a very rare condition. So finding some in the state, that's cool.
I know.
I mean, obviously there's going to be people with it. There is a clinic for this at Vanderbilt. I'm just lucky to live so close to Vandy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not a condition where I'm going to find somebody like down the road.
Right.
Nobody's going to come into the spa and have it, more than likely. So it's been really nice.
And then we've shared other personal stuff. I've shared my personal stuff on here.
Yeah, your divorce.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's hard for Victoria to tell her medical stuff, but that is hard to like tell your story and put it out there, but we did it.
Yeah.
So we worked on that. And then some other
You talked about your mom?
Yep, talked about my mom. She's got an episode out there. She's feeling good if anybody wants to know.
Great.
Update on her. Also, Jackie was on here. I want to mention her.
Oh, yeah.
Because single mom, working so hard.
She works hard.
Doing all the business stuff. Like, that was...
Yeah, she's another good one to follow.
Yeah, she is a good one to follow.
Want clothes? She's got like a boutique and a children's.
Yes, she's
So
got
you-
both.
Yeah, follow all the
She
pages.
can dress you and your kids.
Yeah, and it's adorable.
It was fun having like family members on here. My sister was on here.
She was the time.
Yeah.
She was the first one with all... I had to put the explicit warning on it.
That's right.
first.
Yep, she was the first one that got to get that. And we talked about Emma being a teenager like within the last year.
Can you believe she'll be 14 though?
No.
In like 6 months.
No.
I met Jared at 14.
See, that's crazy. And you met him at the ball field.
I did.
And you know,
And she's
Henry's
at the ball
playing
field.
ball field all the time. So, I mean, I just wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
And then we've had people with loss on here.
Mm-hmm.
That to me
We've had multiple.
would be so hard to talk about, but you know, you want other people to hear it, that they're not the only ones. Or
No,
so
it's definitely isolating.
I thought that was really great that they wanted to come on and talk about it. So, oh, and then of course we had my kids.
I mean, that was all really honestly the best episode.
What a way to finish off
End on a
season
high
1.
note.
Yeah.
Not that we've had like a low note, but
No, everybody's been good, but it was really fun having my kids on here. Emma was a little nervous, which, like I said, I don't blame anybody. But Henry, if you give him an opportunity to talk, just watch out. Like
he's
was
coming
ready.
back on.
Yeah, he's gonna host his own.
I'll interrogate him about you.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm for
I'm gonna
that.
find out how you are as a mom.
Yes, I'm all for
And
it.
you can have my kids. They'll tell you.
Oh, what if
Who
we did a
knows?
wife swap? Do you remember that show?
I love that show.
Wow.
Or
What would
we-
that be like for
mom
me
swap?
with your kids?
Terrible. I mean, they would probably be really good for you because that's what kids do.
And you know I'm super chill.
Yeah.
I'll be like, yeah, whatever y'all want to do.
I'm not super chill.
I'll be like, sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, come live my life for 2 weeks. They do it for 2 weeks, right? 1 week you live.
Gosh, 2 weeks?
I think so, because the first week you live by like their house rules, and the second week you make all the changes.
Okay, I do remember it, but I didn't remember it was that long.
Did you ever watch that show? I don't know what it was called. It was on MTV, and it was like Try My Life.
Yes.
And the parent traded with the kid. You should do that with your kids.
Okay, I could do that.
Definitely with Emma.
Yeah.
I don't know what Henry would have you doing.
That that might be risky.
Yeah.
But yeah, Emma could definitely take my spot.
Oh, she could come work here with me. She's old,
Yes.
almost old enough.
Yes.
I started here at the spa at 16.
Yeah, so she just needs a ride.
I got her. You live 2 minutes away.
Yeah.
Come on to work.
Okay, we're gonna do
Try
that.
My Life
Yeah.
and Mom Swap.
Yeah.
Honestly, on our episodes where we just talk with each other, I feel like we have had a lot of like comments or questions or like messages even about like the Hot Topics episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a big one.
And I feel like everybody who's like followed us or has left a comment has been so positive.
Yeah, everybody's been really good.
I know, I guess in my mind, you know how like people are online, they're mean, they're bullies behind a screen, and we have not really encountered that. And
Now
I'm
we
thankful.
have one video out, if y'all don't follow us on Instagram, that got a lot of comments.
It did.
And it's Remy, and y'all just need to hear the whole story because
You do.
the crazy comments don't make sense to me for people that have kids.
No. So it's the one where we were at the jump place.
Mm-hmm.
We are.
We've all been. We know.
We know. So reference Remy's 3.5. She wants to do everything her 5-year-old brother does. So we are there. She wants to do the little like hangy bar swing trapeze. I don't know what they call it.
Yeah, it looks like a trapeze
And
to
it
me.
drops. It drops into the foam blocks. And she wanted to do it so bad. And like Mason and his friends were taking turns. And She gets up there. She's on there. She's doing it. She had watched them so many times and begged to get on it.
Mm-hmm.
Screaming. Terrified.
And she wouldn't let go.
And she wouldn't let go
so
and
she's just hanging there screaming.
And people really had opinions about how terrible of a mom I was for that.
They really did.
They did.
Like, what are you supposed to do? Jump off and grab her?
I don't know.
You can't even reach her.
I mean, I guess my analogy that I responded to a couple and then I was like, this is a waste of time. Mm-hmm. But roller coasters.
Right. You want to do it.
You want to do it. You know it's scary. It looks scary. You want to do it anyway. You do it and like, yeah, you're scared, but you have fun.
Yeah.
This is like a 3-year-old's equivalent.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you've never laughed at a kid, some people don't have a sense of humor, I guess. I don't know.
We got a good sense of humor.
We are not the podcast for you if you did not find that humorous.
It was funny. She's
hilarious.
fine, and she lived to tell about it.
But that was our also most successful reel.
It was our most successful reel.
We hit 5 million views on that.
Yep.
That was wild.
Yep.
I could not believe it.
And majority of the comments were like, what are y'all doing?
Terrible mom. Where's the mom? I'm like, I'm recording.
The mom is here laughing and recording.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't laugh during it.
I didn't.
You tried to tell her to get down. Yes. Just the after was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was. I couldn't. It was hysterical.
But all other comments.
Everything else has been super positive.
Really positive.
And everything really about
thankful.
Episodes. I mean, it's been great. So a year later, like looking back, I would still say yes to a podcast.
Okay, good. I wasn't going to ask you because what if you changed your mind?
No, I'm done. This is my last show. No. But no, I would still say yes a year later.
And it's really fun because we get to make time to see each other.
Yeah.
Which we would never do unless we're at work. So just doing this is super fun to me.
No, it is. And definitely in the summer, too.
Mm-hmm.
Because during the school year, I see you multiple times a week.
Mm-hmm.
But in the summer, I only see her 1 day a week, max.
Yeah. I switch up my summer schedule, so I'm home with the kids more, which leaves her at work more. And then we really don't overlap, so I just beg her to come over and record and swim.
And it's great.
Yep. And now you got your own pool, so I don't have anything to lure you in.
I mean, I still like a real nice in-ground pool. I got this above-ground pool situation, like temporary summer.
Yeah, it does the trick.
It does the trick for a 5 and 3-year-old.
And worth the money.
Oh, they live in it. How often do you like bathe your kids when they're swimming every day?
Oh, never.
It's the bath, right?
The other day, I was like, Emma, when do you think the last time you washed your hair was? And we don't know.
Yeah. I'm like, this really has to count. All that chlorine in there.
I feel clean once I get out. It's fine.
It's like squeaky.
Squeaky clean. Yep. No, I feel fine about it.
Yeah.
It's summer living.
So, should we do a little update since we took a little break on just like what we've been doing?
Yes.
You did your colonoscopy. That's where we left off.
Yes, guys, I did it, and it is exactly what everybody said. Victoria's already had 2.
I've had 2.
So
nothing's wrong with me.
They told me I couldn't eat the day of, which I was
day before.
Day before. Yes, day before. No eating. Like once I get up, you can only have water, clear liquids. So you could have like Jell-O and broth and stuff like that, but you couldn't even have the red Jell-O. It's the best one. So I didn't eat that. But I was actually fine. I think mentally I was ready to not eat.
You were so well prepared.
Yes. And then about 3 o'clock, I was like, wow, I'm really
hungry.
Really getting hungry. But that's when I had to start all the prep. And then, like you said, you drink so much, you're not hungry. But then I felt like, oh my gosh, I'm super full of all this liquid. I also thought I was just really going to nail the how long I have to drink it.
It's hard. So the doctor I saw the first time gave me the nasty drink for anyone who's had the colonoscopy before. The nasty drink, don't recommend, 0 stars. But the second doctor I saw gave me this combination.
Which is Miralax and Dulcolax.
And
just over the counter.
10 stars.
Yes.
Night and day difference.
So it did not taste bad. I did not taste anything.
No.
I did use water because I could not imagine drinking that much of anything else.
I used Gatorade.
Too heavy.
It was so heavy on my stomach. I was like, ooh, I made myself nauseous.
Yeah. So I just went with water. And I'm like, okay, I wonder how fast I have to drink this out of the 4 hours. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't stop. Like, that's how fast you have to drink it.
Yeah.
So I had my first, 6 cups. I feel like I did that pretty timely. But then the next one I was supposed to be finished at 9, and I didn't get finished till midnight. I was like, I can't do it.
Your stomach is so full.
Yeah.
And, like, I just, even, like, once I switched to water, it's just so much liquid.
Yeah.
And your stomach, you're nauseous, or at least I'm nauseous.
I got nauseous.
I get nauseous over everything, but.
Well, I was Googling, what if I get sick?
Yeah.
So, then you had to do round 2.
And what time did you have to wake up to do that?
So I had to wake up at 2:30 to do that because my procedure
so you didn't finish
was
till
at 5:30.
midnight,
Yeah.
and then 2:30.
Yes.
Ooh.
And then that was from 2:30 to 4 for the second one, and then I had to get up at 5 to be there at 5:30.
So you didn't sleep?
No, I didn't sleep. Like,
did you like watch anything, or did you try to sleep?
I tried to watch something until the midnight one to keep myself up to finish it.
Yeah.
And then I just went to sleep. I didn't do anything at 2:30. I just sat on the side of my bed trying to drink as fast as I could.
So Jarrett, when he had his done, he stayed up all night. He's like, I'm just going to pull an all-nighter. I'm going to watch like a full series.
Oh, I couldn't have.
So he did that. But whatever time his was, he had to drink it at hours I would not pick. I don't remember what it was, but pretty much he had to be done drinking, but in the bathroom all night long. Where my time, I was done and could sleep.
Yeah, you told me you got to sleep.
I got to sleep. And I didn't have to wake up and drink it. I got to do it. Mine was in the afternoon, though, I think. So I got to, like, drink it at, like, 8 a.m.
Okay.
the next day.
Do you prefer that? Because then you just can't eat during the night? Or how long before the night?
Oh, no. It was, like, a long time of no
time.
eating. Because I was in the afternoon.
I
I liked being able to sleep all night.
That's what I would prefer.
You and Jarrett, I don't know what y'all got going on, but I liked the time of day I had.
Yeah, that's what I would have preferred.
I would prefer to be a little hungrier and get to sleep all night.
Mm-hmm. But they took me right on time. Everybody was super nice. You know, I've been in the ORs for my C-section, so that's what I was expecting.
You've been under for your gallbladder.
Yes. I don't remember what room I was in for that, though. Like, I thought I was going to be in a big room. And I was like,
no.
I feel like
You're in the coat closet.
This is a closet. But when they said this is about to knock you out, I don't remember anything.
Mm-hmm.
Do not remember anything.
Yeah, I told you. I was like, no, you're out. It's like count to 10 and get to 9.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was super fast.
And then you felt like such a weird time lapse when you wake up.
Oh, yeah. I was like, I don't know what time it is. Not a clue. Could be the next day for all I know.
I know.
And then they're like, do you want me to bring you some coffee? I'm like, ew, I could not drink coffee
Your
after
mom
this.
said yes?
Yeah. So I just had a little water. Of course, they're like, you can eat whatever. But I had to go home and sleep first. I was exhausted plus the anesthesia. So I actually slept for a couple hours. And then Mom took care of me. So I had pancakes and bacon.
Great.
I know.
What a first meal.
I thought it was a great first meal. I did a poll if y'all didn't see it. And some people are out here eating Waffle House.
Mm-hmm. Jarrett?
Mexican. That does sound risky to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I had pancakes and bacon, which you can get at the Waffle House, but it's different at Awful Waffle, what that's going to do to you.
Oh, that's going to that is colonoscopy prep.
Yeah.
That's what they
Yeah.
should start prescribing.
No, for real. So it was fine. It was
And
great.
you feel good now?
I feel good. I got it checked off my list for a couple more years.
Yep. So next time is 5 years from now because you got to go to report.
Yes, I got a good report, and they said 5 years, come back. And other than that, I've just been swimming with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
I try not to really schedule too much. Like, we don't have any trips planned. Henry's had All Stars, which is every night. But we go to Columbia really soon for, we won district, so we're going to state. So we have to go every night so we can prep. I mean, state's a big deal.
Yeah.
Emma's had a really good break from dance, and basically their bucket list for summer was hanging out with friends, which we have accomplished. So I feel good about that, because at the beginning of summer, it's like, oh my gosh, summer just started. We've got all the time in the world. We're just going to chill.
Fun.
And now it's July, and we have to fit everything in that I was like, oh, we'll have so much time to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's crazy how fast it goes.
we got to go back to school shopping. I mean, Emma has told me no less than 30 times how excited she is for school. I'm like, AKA for the shopping, because I know you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're excited for shopping.
Yeah. Mason is excited to shop too. I told him, I was like, they're going to give us a list of things you need for kindergarten.
Oh, what a fun time. Don't you love doing that?
I do, but I'm also still sad about kindergarten. If you
Yes.
wanted an update, I'm still sad. But
enjoy that part of it. I just love
No, I
checking
will.
off a list and crayons.
Give me the list. Let's go buy all this stuff. He's excited, so I'm excited too. But he's like, wait, why do I have to buy all this? I was like, so that you can use it. And he was like, well, Red Barn just gives it to me.
Exactly.
I was like, welcome to public school,
Up
buddy.
your game, public school.
And then I was like, we'll have to buy like markers and crayons. And he's like, I saw the art room. I was like, well, valid.
Gosh, he got you.
Because we went to kindergarten, and he's like, why do I need to buy markers?
Yeah, he's like, I don't need any of this. They supply it.
I saw it. So
what kind of backpack are we going for? Do you know?
I don't know. So it's really cute. My mother-in-law, she saved Jarrett's backpack from kindergarten.
Stop.
And it's like a JanSport red and black. It's still in really good condition.
I mean, JanSport.
And she had our last name embroidered on it.
Yes.
So I don't know if I'm just going to do that.
Oh my gosh, that's
Isn't that so cute?
Yeah, I think y'all should definitely, if Mason wants to use it, that's really cute. Okay, when did y'all get y'all's pool?
A couple weeks ago. But it's been a big hit. And worth every penny.
I mean, that's pretty much what y'all have been doing for your summer too, right?
Yeah,
We're
swimming.
just outside. Swimming.
So, swimming. They're still going to daycare every day.
Mm-hmm.
Mason's last day is in a month.
Oh, that's crazy.
'Cause
They
I'm not
sent you a
doing-
letter. They're like, hey.
Yeah, they did. They were like his last day, August 2nd. So, we have less than a month. And we're not doing like before or after care because Jarrett is actually doing a little career change. I don't think I've talked about that.
Yeah, I don't know if you have.
But
He's going back to school too.
He is. He is going to be a fire science teacher at Rossview High.
I think that is so cool that they have that.
Yeah. So there's 3 in the state
To
that have
learn how to be a
fire scientist.
Okay. I think
Now, I
Jarrett's
think
perfect
to, like-
for that, though.
Yeah. You know, he liked to learn.
All the extra classes he could take.
So he's currently in 2 college classes to kind of like learn how to be a teacher.
So he'll start when?
When Mason starts kindergarten, Jarrett starts teaching.
Okay.
They both have the same first day of school. So it's kind of sad that like he
know.
won't be able to drop.
Mason off.
Yeah.
That is sad.
But he'll have like all the Christmas breaks, spring breaks, fall breaks, summer break. All the breaks he will have.
What does he think about the saving of the backpack? Did he know his mom did that?
Oh yeah. Like we've had it since Mason went to Parents' Day out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I assume it's Jarrett's. I mean, it could totally be his youngest brother's, who's like 10 years younger than Jarrett, which could be why it's like in such great shape. It's 10 years younger.
Right.
I don't know, but it's got their last name and we have it.
Okay. Yeah.
So, I mean, Mason's really the only one in the family that can like use that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because his brothers don't have kids yet.
I just think they're so cute because the backpack's like bigger than they are. Just adorable.
Yeah. Mason's kind of big. I don't know. He's like a tall dude, and like it doesn't look abnormal on him.
Henry's just like
used
a
to.
turtle shell, like just really hanging on.
That's how Remy is right now. So cute. But yeah, so Jarrett's doing a little career change. He's in some college classes right now. He's a career tech ed teacher, so he doesn't have a degree to be a teacher. He didn't have to do any student teaching or anything like that. I mean, he has a bachelor's, so he's doing some classes. So he's really busy this time, more than normal.
He's doing all the things to prepare.
And that means, you know, he won't be at the fire station anymore, which is the goal. He wanted to be home every night. He doesn't want to miss like sports or anything. But he's also leaving another one of his jobs at the same time, like the job that he works on his 48 hours that he's been off. He is leaving, which is his family's business. So he won't be there anymore either. So lots of change happening.
Right. Trading in those 2 for the 1.
Yep. And I got a call the other day from a research coordinator at Vandy doing another research study in August. She was like, I have the first week of August available. I was like, I don't.
Right. We got to get through that first week.
I have a lot going on that first week between Mason and kindergarten's weird. Like, they do testing.
Mm-hmm. And you're off for a couple days.
Yeah.
Then you go.
So I was like, no, I cannot do the first week. So August 19th, I'll be spending 6 hours at Vandy.
I know I always say this, but I just think it's so cool that you do that because you don't have to do that and they can learn from you.
I mean,
they can gather information from you about this that they don't have.
Yeah.
I think that's fascinating.
I am fascinated by all of it. That's why I do it, is because I'm like nosy and like,
Yeah.
if I have this, I might as well do something with it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something I can do. So this one is the most invasive one that I've done so far. The other ones were like wear a Fitbit for 12 weeks and 6-minute walk.
Mm-hmm.
And some blood work. This one is a little more. This one is, like I said, a 6-hour day.
Oh, yeah, that's
So-
a long time.
It's a long day. It's questionnaires. It's going to be more blood work. Then we have pulmonary function and lung volumes tests. A cardiac MRI. She said that would take about 50 minutes in the MRI tube.
Okay.
Checking out my heart. And then MRI of my legs. It'll take about 20 minutes for that. So I'm like 70 minutes in an MRI tube is a little intimidating sounding, but I can do it. And then I'd never heard of, a 6-minute walk test.
Yes.
And then I'd never heard of a cardiopulmonary exercise test before.
Is that the bike?
That's the bike that I sent you the picture of.
Yeah. The picture really sends it home.
Yeah, she explained it on the phone. She was going over it, making sure I was interested and talking about like travel and all that. She said you'll be riding an exercise bike. You'll have like an EKG. You'll have leads on you, and you'll have a little mask on your face.
Yeah, the mask.
She needs to drop the word "little."
Yeah,
that was not a good description of it. It's not a little mask. It's like full, like
almost face covering, like
a gas mask.
Yes, that's what it looks like.
Or like, I don't know, when you're like asbestos or something. Like it's like a hazmat suit. But no, it's an intense looking mask.
Yes, it definitely
So I
is.
Googled that. I can't wait for Jarrett to make fun of me while I'm doing that.
Do people have a hard time doing it, or
I mean,
it just depends?
People with this condition can't breathe, so
right,
yes.
putting a mask over your face.
Well, so the mask is actually, you can breathe through it.
Okay.
But it's, according to Google, measuring how much oxygen I'm intaking and how much carbon dioxide I'm outputting.
And you're on a bike.
And I'm on a bike exercising. Most people with this have some type of exercise intolerance. I mean, a lot of people cannot like walk to their bathroom without difficulty breathing. I'm very fortunate. I feel like I have to say that over and over again. Like to not jinx it or something, because that's how it works. I know that I'm high functioning. I'm very lucky with my condition being as stable as it is, but yeah, it's supposed to be hard. Increase the resistance the longer you ride, so it's only going to get harder. And I mean, you could put anyone on a stationary bike. Eventually, they're going to stop.
Yeah.
And be out of shape and winded and not out of shape, but...
Are you going to start biking before this?
So I did tell Jarrett.
Because I know with the walking.
Stationary bike.
Yep.
And he was like, what? I was like, I have 7 weeks. He was like, for what? I was like, to train myself. He was like, well, why can't we just like change your walk to 2 miles? And I was like,
no, this is different.
Like riding a bike.
Yeah, this is different. I'm on board with the stationary bike.
Anyway, he was like, well,
I'll talk to him.
No, he got on board with it. He's like, whatever you want. He's like, it wouldn't hurt. Like,
yeah.
you have room in the garage. It's never a bad thing to have. I mean, I'm going to get one just like Facebook Marketplace. I don't need anything fancy. It literally just has to be a stationary bike. That's the requirement.
I can't wait.
So if anybody's just getting rid of one.
Yes, we need it.
That is coming up, and I will report back.
Yes, we'll definitely make sure to do a follow-up episode on that appointment. Okay, well, thank y'all for listening for a whole year.
And now watching.
And watching, yes. Thank you. And don't forget to follow us still on our Instagram, our Spotify, our Apple, YouTube, all the fun things. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.